Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ify, and thanks to everyone that have subscribed to my channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, okay? So I can grow this channel. Guys, it's been buzz from Canada immigration, like from Mark Miller, the Minister of Immigration. It's been lots of announcements since last year, and if you've not been following the whole news, that is what I'm going to summarize entirely in this video. All the recent changes, including the one that was just announced yesterday, as from Mark Miller, as well as the Minister of Employment. I'll be summarizing the entire update in this video. And I will encourage you to work to the end, because I have good news for those people that their spouses are no longer eligible to come to Canada using the spousal open work permit. And I will also share what you need to do, especially with the recent announcement regarding the domestic draws, what you need to do, how you need to act fast. So if it's something that you're interested in, please watch to the end and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Be cool. Help me to grow this channel, and thanks to everyone that have subscribed. So it's no news about the recent update that has been happening here in Canada, starting from the postgraduate work permit holders. Now, the first news is not everybody that comes to study in Canada will be eligible for postgraduate work permit. That was the first heart attack announcement that was made by Minister of Immigration, Mark Miller. So if you're coming to Canada to study PGD, like 1-year program, postgraduate diploma, you will not be eligible to apply for postgraduate work permit after your studies. Or also got an admission in a public-private affiliated type of school, you will not still be eligible to apply for postgraduate work permits. Okay, now the only people that is eligible to apply for postgraduate work permit are those people that are coming to do master program, PhD. Those are the people that are eligible to come to Canada, and after their school they can apply for postgraduate work permit. And another update is those people that do masters. Okay, if your master is 1 year, 2 years, your postgraduate work permit will always be 3 years. That news was also made last year. Now, if you are doing 1-year course, your PGWP is just 1 year. And if you are doing 2 years, PGWP is 3 years. So recently, Immigration Minister announced that if you are doing masters, whether it's 1 year or 2 years, your PGWP will be 3 years. However, there was a petition. If you've been following me on my TikTok, I posted that video on my TikTok. There is a petition from a licensed immigration consultant that they are hoping, I don't know if that petition will scale through though, that those people that are eligible for 1 year postgraduate work permit, that it should be extended to 2 years postgraduate work permit. And if those people that are eligible for 3 years postgraduate work permit should be extended to 5 years postgraduate work permit. That is the petition. Now, nobody has said anything further regarding that petition, if they will grant it or not. But for now, the current policy change that we all know, but if you're coming to do PGD, you are no more eligible to do get postgraduate work permit. Or if you are enrolled in one of these public-private affiliated school, you are no more eligible for PGWP, except you are coming to do master program. Okay, so that's one of the news. Then another update was regarding the spousal open work permit. Now, it's not everybody that will be eligible to apply for spouse to come to Canada with them. Before now, as an international student, if you're coming to Canada, you can apply for your spouse to come with you, and you can apply for your children as well to come with you to Canada as an international student. But with the recent update, as an international student, if you're coming for undergraduate program, you will not be eligible to apply for spousal open work permit for your spouses, except this is a recent one, except you are doing one of these courses here that is on my screen as an undergraduate student. If you are doing any of those professional courses, you can apply for spousal open work permit. Then other people that are eligible to apply for spousal open work permit is those people that are coming to do masters or PhD program. These people are eligible to do to apply for spousal open work permit for their spouses. Now, for those that are not eligible to apply for spousal open work permit, what should you do? Now, I've discussed what you can do on my TikTok page. For those people that are not following me on my TikTok, I'm going to leave a link in the description box so that you go watch that video and see the 3 options I mentioned in that video, what you can do if you are not more eligible to apply for a spousal open work permit under this category. Okay, so I made a video of that. So the recent news that happened 2 days ago is about the temporary residents. They want to reduce the number of people that they will be welcoming as a temporary resident from outside Canada. So we all know that the only cap that they have annually is for permanent resident. If you've been following permanent resident draws, Canada always have their annual target of the number of people that they want to welcome as a permanent resident here in Canada. So they want to introduce same thing for temporary residents. Temporary residents are so much currently here in Canada, according to the record. So instead of them welcoming too much of the temporary residents again in Canada, with all the crises that Canada is currently facing, the house crisis, rent is increasing. In fact, the cost of living has been so high. They are looking for a way not to bring in more temporary residents here in Canada, and it's also going to affect the permanent resident. And that's why, if you've been following the draws, the comprehensive ranking score has been so high, because they are inviting them little by little. They don't want to do like a very big invite again. Now, according to the recent update, as at 2 days ago, Immigration Minister said the number of temporary residents, they are much here in Canada. So instead of inviting people from outside, they want to look for a way to transition these people to become a permanent resident. At least majority of them have the skills that Canada is looking for. So Macmillan said there will be more of domestic draws. They want to look for a way to do domestic draws so that it can be among the people here in Canada, people that have gotten work experience and looking for a way to transition to become a permanent resident. Now, this is good news for some people, why it is not good for people that are outside. It's now more difficult for international students to come to Canada, or temporary foreign workers to come to Canada. So it's only favoring those people that are currently in Canada. Now, this is my advice. Okay, no, before the advice, there was another news. So the news is about the LMIA. This is regarding employers. LMIA used to be, the validity used to be 12 months. Now, with the new update 2 days ago, the validity will be 6 months. And not just that, employers before now, they gave them 30% to be able to employ people from outside Canada, or people that are visitors here in Canada. They gave them 30%, but now it has also been reduced to 20%, except for some certain sectors, which includes the health sector, the construction sector, as well as the agricultural sector. So these 3 sectors are not affected by for the now, but according to the update, they are going to review it by August 31st. That was what the Minister of Employment said. They are going to review it. Now, this is my candid advice for those people that still want to come to Canada, okay? Before you, it's unfortunate that Canada, to be truthful, Canada is not meant for everybody. That's just the simple truth. So instead of you allowing agents to eat your money or waste your money, make that research. Search if there are options that is okay for you to come to Canada, okay? If there are options, fine, you can go ahead and use that money and process to come to Canada. Other than that, there are lots of alternative countries that you can go to. Then secondly, for international students that are already working, meaning those people that are on PGWP, postgraduate work permits, this is the time to create an express entry profile. This is the time. Do you guys remember the draw that happened February 2021, where IRCC invited almost everybody in the pool? The comprehensive ranking score was as low as 75. Okay, so I think that domestic draws that Mac Miller said, the Minister of Immigration, is actually talking about the Canadian experience class, meaning they might go back to that kind of draw, which is the Canadian experience class. Okay, so if you are here in Canada, or here in Canada, husband, wife, create your separate express entry pool, because if IRCC is making announcement, or if IRCC wants to send an invitation, they don't make that announcement. The best thing you need to do is to prepare yourself. And preparing to enter the express entry pool is not a joke. You need to write IELTS and do so many other things. So it's not a one-day thing. So my advice is start your preparation. Arrange those credentials you need to arrange. Write your IELTS. You know, IELTS sometimes can take you up to 2 or 3 times to write it for you to get that desired score that you want to get, so that at least your comprehensive ranking score will be high. So guys, act fast. Always have those plans. Do your plan A, B, and C. Don't just sit. With the recent announcement, you need to act fast, create an express entry profile, so that when that invitation comes, you will not be taken unaware. Okay, so guys, this is the recent update and my advice to you guys. If Canada is not favoring you, please don't feel depressed or kill yourself or try to push your way by conducting fake agents that will end up eating your money. Do that research. That is why Canada website is there. Anything you need to know is right there in Canada website. Just go there and make that research yourself. Always be intentional when it comes to your plans. Okay, so guys, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you, and see you in my next video.